Have you noticed how it seems increasingly difficult to lose weight these days? There is so much information, so many fad diets, so many contradictory rules that we end up confused, frustrated, and often paralyzed. Some people start and give up in the first week. Others try 1,000 different ways without ever feeling like they have truly mastered the process. And the truth is that losing weight healthily doesn't have to be such a struggle. It doesn't have to be painful, full of restrictions and prohibitions. Sometimes what's missing is not another fancy diet, but rather the development of small daily habits that over time make a huge difference in the final result. And maybe now you're thinking, but what do you mean by habits? Does that really work? Yes, it does, and a lot. The biggest obstacle for those who want to lose weight sustainably is the idea that everything needs to change overnight. What is it? I need to radically cut out sugar, fast for 18 hours, train hard every day, and still keep my head at peace. But that's not realistic for most people. We have work, family, obligations, difficult days, and it's not always possible to follow a perfect plan. But it's possible to build a routine that takes you closer to your goal with ease, awareness, and consistency. And that's what we're going to talk about today. I want to show you that it's possible to make weight loss easier by adopting simple attitudes that fit into your daily routine and that don't require perfection, just intention. These are habits that really work, that you can start today, and that won't leave you with that feeling of punishing or depriving yourself all the time. And most importantly, they're habits that respect your body, your rhythm, and your mental health. And before we continue, let me ask you something. Are you already subscribed to this channel? Because if this content is already making sense to you, if it is bringing you some clarity, or even giving you a little more hope, take advantage now, subscribe to the channel, and activate the bell. Here we talk about health, nutrition, and well-being with truth, with empathy, and with the goal of making you feel stronger, more aware, and more in control of your journey. Now tell me, how many times have you started a weight loss plan thinking that you needed to change everything at once? That you needed to wake up early, exercise on an empty stomach, cut out carbs, drink 3 liters of water, meditate, cook everything from scratch, and still maintain a good mood. And then, on the second or third day, you get tired. Your routine gets tough, you feel discouraged, and everything goes wrong. Have you ever been there? Because I have, and I know a lot of people have too, and that is precisely why I talk so much about habits. Because a habit is what you do even when you are not motivated. It is what keeps you moving when the excitement wears off. It's what builds results without you even realizing it. And when you understand that, you to stop being too hard on yourself for not being perfect and start committing to being consistent. Because it's not what you do once in a while that changes your life. It's what you repeat every day, even if it's small, even if it seems insignificant at first. Because deep down, healthy weight loss isn't about speed. It's about direction. It's about creating a lifestyle that you can sustain, that makes sense to you, and that doesn't become a punishment. And here's a secret. These habits that I'm going to show you aren't just for losing weight. They're for improving your relationship with food, your body, and yourself. They're for making you feel more in control of your routine, more capable of making good choices, more confident in moving forward even when the road seems slow, because the results come. And when they come easily, they stay. They don't go away at the first obstacle. They don't fall apart at the first slip-up. They don't require you to live stuck in an impossible pattern. So if you're tired of starting and stopping, feeling like you've tried everything and nothing seems to last, stay with me until the end of this video, because I'm going to show you that yes, it is possible to transform your life by starting with small actions. Actions that you may already know about but haven't really applied yet, or that you've only applied for a short time without understanding the power they had when they became part of your routine. And remember one thing, you don't need to change everything at once. You just need to start somewhere. And if you choose the right place, the next steps will be easier, and that's what we're going to do here. Show you the easiest, most real, most possible path. No magic formulas, no misleading promises, but with strategies that really work in the real world. In your world, with your routine, with your challenges, with your truth. And if you're ready to find out what these 10 habits are, like them here, comment below what the biggest challenge you face today is to maintain a healthy routine And of course, if you haven't signed up yet, take advantage now and come be part of this community that believes that losing weight healthily and without suffering is possible. So let's start with the first habit, drinking more water throughout the day. It seems simple, and it really is, but most people forget. Often, that feeling of hunger that appears at odd times is not really hunger, it's thirst. The body confuses the signals. And when you create the habit of staying hydrated, you automatically reduce excesses, improve digestion, eliminate toxins more easily, and even help your metabolism to function better. Have you ever thought that maybe all you need to feel less compulsive is more water? Carry a bottle with you. Set reminders if you need to, but don't neglect water. It's one of your greatest allies in your process. The second habit is to start the day with a nutritious and balanced breakfast. And here I'm not saying that you have to eat a feast when you wake up, but skipping breakfast or starting the day with white bread, margarine, and black coffee will leave you hungry earlier, with fluctuating energy and more desire to snack on junk food. A simple combination of protein with fiber and a fruit will completely change your level of satiety. For example, scrambled eggs with oats or natural yogurt with chia and banana. Have you tried starting your day like this? Third habit. Avoid long periods of fasting if it makes you anxious or extremely hungry later. Some people love intermittent fasting and do well with it, but if for you fasting triggers binge eating or overeating at the next meal, it may not be the best path. There is no single strategy that works for everyone. Listen to your body. Instead of following fads, follow the signals your body gives. Eating in a planned way at regular intervals helps you control your appetite and avoid overeating. The fourth habit that changes everything is eating slowly. That's right. Chew calmly, pay attention to the flavor, the texture, and what you're eating. When you eat quickly, the signal that you're full doesn't arrive in time, and then you eat more than you need without even realizing it. Eating slowly is a way of respecting your body, of getting out of automatic mode, of making mealtime a moment of connection and not just consumption. Have you tried putting your cell phone aside and focusing only on the food? The fifth habit is to fill half of your plate with vegetables. It seems simple, but few people do it. Vegetables are rich in fiber, vitamins, minerals, and volume. In other words, they take up space in your stomach, increase satiety, and have few calories. When you prioritize vegetables, you naturally eat less of the more caloric foods, without having to make any effort. The rule is, the more colorful and varied your plate, the more complete it will be. Sixth habit, sleep better. Yes, sleep has everything to do with weight loss. When you sleep little or poorly, your appetite hormones become unregulated. Ghrelin, which stimulates hunger, increases. Leptin, which makes you feel full, decreases. The result: the next day you are hungrier, have a greater desire for sweets, have less emotional control and less energy to make good choices. If you are eating non-stop, the problem may be in your nights and not in your meals. The seventh habit is one of the most important. Exercise every day, even if it is just a little. It doesn't have to be a gym workout or an hour-long run. Walking, climbing stairs, dancing at home, stretching. Any form of movement counts. Our bodies were made to move, and when you move, you release endorphins, improve your mood, regulate your appetite, and of course burn energy. The secret is not intensity, it's consistency. Did you move your body today? The eighth habit, organizing your environment. That's right. It may seem like it has nothing to do with it, but it has everything to do with it. If you leave your kitchen full of ultra-processed foods, cupboards full of cookies and sweets, nearby the chance of giving in to temptation is much greater. Now, if you have visible fruits, nuts in containers, and water nearby, all of this encourages you to make better choices. Your environment influences your habits more than you imagine. The new habit is to not punish yourself for slip-ups. Yes, you will make mistakes. You will eat outside of what you planned. You will overdo it one day, and that's part of it. What you can't do is turn a slip-up into an excuse to give up. Instead of feeling guilty, practice starting over immediately. Made a mistake? That's okay. At the next meal, you'll get back on track. Consistency will always be worth more than perfection. Allow yourself to live with more compassion. You don't need to be rigid. You need to be gentle with your process. And finally, the 10th habit is perhaps the most transformative of all. Redefine your purpose. Instead of thinking only about losing weight, think about gaining health, well-being, and quality of life. Instead of weighing yourself every day hoping for a magic number, notice how your clothes fit, how you feel, how your mood is, your energy. The focus on losing weight shouldn't just be aesthetic. When you change the why, the how changes too. And with that, the journey becomes lighter, more honest, more lasting. If you've made it this far, you've probably already realized that healthy weight loss is much more about awareness than about sacrifice. These are habits that seem small, but when added together and repeated with care and consistency, they transform your health, your body, and your self-esteem. And you don't need to apply them all at once. Choose one, start with it, and keep building. This is the true path to change, and of course, if this video helped you in any way, leave your like now because this shows YouTube that this content is valuable. And if you haven't subscribed yet, take advantage of this moment and click below. Every week there is a new video, made with great care and with a commitment to your health. Tell me here in the comments, which of these habits do you already have? And which will you start implementing starting today? Your experience can inspire other people too. Let's go together on this journey with more lightness, presence, and truth.